Is
time.
8:31. We could get started.
It is time. Can you hear us okay? Are we good? Okay.
You guys are crystal clear.
Yeah.
Don't ask me
Oh,
things.
this is... All right, I'm wearing one.
I can wait.
Oh, you start.
Oh.
It always starts with you.
No, we counted it. Hi, guys. Welcome to Cosplay Stitch and Seam. I'm Pannon.
I'm V-Fire.
And I'm David.
Yay.
Nice. Nice.
Where
Welcome. We are at Hachi Con doing a live recording. So this is really fun.
Woo.
Studio audience. Make it sound like we're not alone. Thank you.
That was not added in post.
Just like our short little housekeeping thing as we get started. I know we're all here live, but if y'all ever want to reach out to us, there are very many ways you can do that online as well. The first is our email, which is cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com, or
you can go to the website, cosplaystitchandseam.com, and fill out the form there. Or
Go to the Facebook page. And while you're on the Facebook page, join our fantastic community who wants to watch your work in progress Wednesdays, your throwback Thursdays, your finish Fridays, or heck, it's Saturday and I just want to show off and we would love to see it. There's always a good time on the Facebook, but if you're not a big fan of the Facebook page, I totally understand. There's a link on our website to our Discord where we have a great community of people who are doing the exact same thing, but faster. I have to shout out some people in the room. Oz Costume is always throwing in good food in the food channel.
yes.
X-Angel, who is also here, is
Did you
always...
bring any to share?
Yeah, come on, man. What the heck?
where are the snacks, Oz?
Sorry.
X-Angel is also always, throwing in advice, throwing in their progress pictures. They're here as well. Cassini Closet's here. Welcome, Cassini.
Yay.
Everybody, we love to see is in the Discord. So if you want to be one of those people that we love to see, join the Discord. And while you're on the internet, if you want to help with the show, there are many different ways to do that. Share the podcast. Come to our live events that we do occasionally.
Yeah.
Come on.
What are those?
And while, if you are wanting to help the show, share the podcast with a friend, leave a review on your podcasting app of choice, and of course, we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/cosplaystitch. For $3 a month, you get a shout out on every single episode, and for $5 a month, you can join our
Cosplay Chronicles.
It's really loud. I'll let you know. It's really loud.
Where we play cosplay D&D.
Where we play D&D, and it's cosplay themed, and we do it mostly every month, except for this month we're taking a break because we're doing a con. It's been a month.
Most people when they say they're doing a con, they're just attending it. They're not running it.
Running it, helping start it, have their name attached to it. Yeah.
Who does that?
Ooh. I accidentally fell into this, so...
So I think we can be forgiven for doing a con that's
Yeah, we're doing a
been an
con because we
entire year
are
and a half in
doing
the
a
making.
con.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Nice.
So what are we talking about today?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Why are you looking at me? What?
Well, if I ask.
You usually do we're talking about this today.
This is true. This is true. Okay, what do I want to talk about? I had an idea the other day. What was it?
Just one?
I mean, I have lots. I write them down. I send them to you guys, and then I forget.
I kind of wanted to hear about what everyone's experiences have been like at Hachi, since we have a chance to actually talk one-on-one with all of our friends here.
Yeah.
We do have a mic set up over here. Let me set it up a little bit more elegantly.
Yeah, so this is Hachi Con year 1. How's it all going for y'all? Who wants to share?
Oh wow, so many people. I broke my microphone. Oh god.
Well, I'm gonna do a quick blurb on what Hachi Con is real quick.
Yeah, that's
and
probably a
then
good
we will
idea. It's what
shoot
is
over
this?
to y'all. So Hachi Con is a Salt Lake City convention. So Hachi has dual meaning. Hachi is actually a bee, and we are the beehive state, and it's in a lot of different symbols that you see throughout the state. But Hachi also is a very famous little Shiba Inu dog from Japan that is memorialized in Shibuya in a really cute little statue. And Hachi, or Hachiko, is a symbol of loyalty for for a lot of people. It was this cute little dog, and he would follow his owner every day to the train station. And one day the owner didn't come home because they'd passed away. And the dog just like continued to visit the train station over and over until the dog finally passed away. And so as this like symbol of like undying loyalty and love for another person, they memorialized it in a statue.
I love how the group chose one of the saddest mascots we could manage.
Well, we
So
love the
puppy.
story, but also like I think that loyalty to our community is something that we wanted to be really important to Hachi Con.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's a lot of conventions, and you have a lot of like reasons to go to different conventions. Maybe your favorite celebrity is going to be there. Maybe you're going to get to meet a lot of cool friends. Maybe they have a really great cosplay contest. Like whatever your reason is, those are awesome. And we personally wanted to do one that was very like community oriented and very welcoming to new people, and just kind of like nostalgia from the old days of like, you know, convention. And you get together and you like make new friends and meet people and go do fun things together. And so from the start, we wanted it to be a completely nonprofit, so that anyone coming to the con knows that all of the money that they put in, anything they spend that is going to the convention, is going right back into what they're going to enjoy the next year. And yeah, that's our loyalty to our community there, showing that like if you spend it, it's going to you. Like you're going to enjoy what we're able to do with that.
Yeah, we're not like some other cons in the area, like
it
ones
did-
with X's in their name, and they're for the fans, they say.
Yeah, and so it took us a little bit longer to get started, because the very first thing we wanted to do was submit our 501c3, and that's just like to say that we are completely nonprofit. Everybody is volunteers. Nobody is making personal funds off of this convention. It is all just, everything goes back. So yeah, that's kind of like what we thought of for Hachi, and then we had these adorable mascots that came about, and yeah.
Got a little Hachi puppy, and is it Ko for the human mascot?
Yeah, Ko is our non-binary mascot, they, them pronouns. I really want their jacket.
I
it's
do
like
too.
So cool looking. I'm like, oh, can we do pre-orders and like have someone design those?
For those listening, it's like a black jacket with like yellow like lines on it,
Like
and then
honeycomb kind of thing,
stuff.
but like gradients, and like it's just something I would wear for fun.
It's sick.
So anyway,
I
that's
love
not
it.
like me like pushing product because it doesn't exist, but
Well,
I'm just like, that looks cool. I would wear that.
If we're going for like sad mascot themes, I think next year should be Littlefoot's mom from Land Before Time.
No.
Okay, we've got the microphone set up. We know what Hachi Con
Okay.
is. We've got people lined up at the microphone.
Yeah.
How
Let's-
have people enjoyed their conventions?
Yeah, what have you liked?
thus
What
far?
have you like thought we could work on? I'm not gonna say what have you not liked because my heart is not ready, but like what can we work on? Because I will work on.
Yeah.
This is also just day one of the convention for those listening, so we still have a whole second day ahead of us.
Yay!
So yeah.
Yeah, I hope y'all have had fun experiences.
Ex-Angel here. So I have been aware of this con since it was kind of in the ether, and I'm going to be volunteering tomorrow. I volunteered unofficially today.
Yay!
And it's just been such a nice, for context, I've had the small cons and the larger cons here in Utah, and then Level Up Expo as my con experience. I also won really small con in Idaho. And like, it doesn't necessarily feel like a first year con to the other ones I've been to, which is a very small sample again, but I was able to bring my kids this morning, and they're kind of gremlins, chaos incarnate. I love them, but they are my demon spawn, and I'm trying to convince them to act like humans. And they had a lot of fun being able to run through the patio, which is kind of sheltered in, and they had like misters going on, so even if you were out in the Utah heat wave, there was some cooling going on, and they had snacks out there that my son was like, "Mom, when are we getting this?" And my
knows how
daughter's
to
just
ask.
taking.
Not
And,
can I, but when are we, Mom? When are we getting these?
Yep, it's always a matter of when and not if. Because they know me. They're like, yeah, I want to spoil you. I want to spoil me too. Which is why they're not here now. So I can enjoy panels.
I love it.
But we've also been in, most of the time with the kids was spent in the manga library in the quiet room, which was set up for the kids. I brought a stuffed animal, so if anyone needs that particular penguin kind of support, they can hug a penguin. But they had coloring, they had puzzles that some of them got frustrating. There's a 1,000-piece puzzle in there. I don't think it needs to come back. But there's been coloring, there's been manga, and then just the panels I've been able to attend once husband was able to get the kids. They've been so nice and really collaborative in terms of listening to the audience and getting back to them. A cool one that was run by SpyHop and VFire. I was able to just chat and get ideas for my next competition piece, and I'm just looking forward to tomorrow where I'm going to be helping with the cosplay contest and attending more panels and hopefully the concert that's going to be happening. And I'm really excited to see this con keep growing.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you.
Booyah!
Wait, what's this concert, Pannon?
What?
What's this concert?
The concert tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've tried to like not be involved in like who was guests and stuff this year, but my partner is a professional cellist. He's been playing since he was 3 years old. And he comes from a family of cellists, so both his parents. Since 3, yeah.
So he used a violin in.
We still have it is the violin size, but it has an end pin like a
Oh,
cello.
I was like thinking of a tiny Livy with this big cello.
No, they have like they're cut down to size.
That's cute.
But yeah, his mother actually has written a lot of the like books and stuff for like cello kids. Like when they're going through those, they're written by his mom, which is wild. But yeah, he is a giant nerd, and he has actually like written all the music and stuff based on like video games. If you like Zelda, if you like Final Fantasy, if you like Smash, if you like anime, we have like some Dungeon Meshi, we have some Bebop, we have all kinds of stuff that he's doing covers of, and then we also have like some fun little videos that'll be playing and stuff in the background. So it'll just be a fun time with some like classic, I don't want to say classical because it's not classical music, but it's done on a very like beautiful instrument. It's the same cello that was like used to play in Pocahontas because they played in the Pocahontas soundtrack.
Cello has a pedigree.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, his parents both played on that soundtrack.
What?
I'm gonna go poke his cello. Yeah. That sounds terrible, actually.
Poke with all the colors of the wind.
I did not know that about Livy.
But yeah, he's playing, and you should come see it because he is fantastic. And yeah, he's very excited, and he's a giant nerd.
Livy's working on a game with me.
So, yeah. I also am curious, like, what y'all like look for in a first year con, or like what you look for in cons in general. Like, what's your favorite thing to visit? What's like,
I love
what makes you
panels.
excited? Yeah.
I love panels. But I'm like always like wanting to do panels, so that makes sense.
I hate
You
that
hate?
I love losing my money at the artist alley.
Oh my gosh. We literally did I don't know if y'all have seen that TikTok video about how much are you going to spend at Artist Alley? Oh, I'm going to spend nothing. I'm going to spend like $10.
$5.
$5. And they come back, I spent $400. David watched it in like real time. He was like, how much are you going to spend in the Artist Alley? And I was like, oh, I'm going to spend like $20. I come back and Faye's like, how much did you spend in the Artist Alley? And I'm like, $100. But look at what I got.
And then I got to see all the shinies, and I love shinies. I think shinies are one of my favorite things. I bought a bunch of stickers this time around, and I'm not a sticker person.
Nice. Ksini, come on up.
Hi, speaking of Artist Alley, I thought I should pitch in and give kudos credits beyond compare And one small criticism, and do not take it personally.
No,
whatsoever, please. I
No,
know
I
this
won't.
is a first convention.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be fine-tuned, and that's okay,
Let's do it.
Balances are really difficult, but I cannot give more thanks than the people running the artist alley. They have been on point. They have been very directive of where to go.
Nice.
There's plenty of hours to set up. Any artist loves that. I've been stuck in there, as you can tell. That's okay.
I thought you liked having that 15-minute window of like,
Oh.
we open and this is your time to set up.
15 minutes up.
I'm not that easy getting the briefcase out and just pop the legs and
You have big stuff too, so like,
unfortunately. But they gave out emergency contact numbers. They've been making sure everybody's hydrated, has snacks, and no one has their blood sugar down. On point. Chef's kiss to all of them. Also, the manga room, absolute. I didn't know a convention needed that. They do. Every convention needs that. It is chef's kiss.
That's my favorite room right now.
It's so nice and quiet and just like
So peaceful, and I love that.
nice.
But the artist alley, there is one critique, and I understand you want to get as many people in there as possible and kind of sardine it. I understand it's very difficult, and as conventions grow, sometimes the layout can be a little different. So if that's an easier critique, that's fine.
No, that's great. Like top of my list, I'm like, I know going in is the space.
Yeah.
Because like we wanted to get as much space as we could for as like first year money as we could.
Exactly, and that is completely understandable because of the balance, because you don't want to have too less, don't get enough,
Yeah.
or too many, and then you come up with options. And I think it's a perfect balance right now. Keep it as it is, okay? For this year, obviously. Don't move a thing.
no. We're just taking your ideas. We're running this.
Yeah, figure it out next year, but it's
Yeah.
okay. And
Yeah.
even if next year's the same, that's okay. It's to be expected. The first few years are your baby steps, and that's okay. The aisle in between where the artists can navigate through chairs, not enough space, unfortunately, for
Aw, dang.
most, and so they're ending up not necessarily parkouring over the tables, but rolling underneath or army crawling. We're managing. It's okay. They're accepting because it's a baby con. And I look at it and I'm like, I look to the left and I look to the right and I'm like, if there is an FIRE, and I hope there is a knock on wood, I'm taking one of the chairs and breaking the window behind me. Because it's going to end up being the meme of, this is fine. This is great. So, like I said, it's a thing to consider. And but like I said, right now, it's acceptable. People are making it work. And the community there is making it work. And that's what counts. Because
great.
even if it's set up, hopefully not later down the line, may find other problems, they can make it work and figure out ways around these issues.
Yeah, I heard that artists were really excited about like their sales had been really good today.
I mean, it's on point. All the
That's
displays and everything is just so professional and on point. You'd expect it from like
I know there's
FanX
so
or
much good
something like
variety.
that.
That's why I spent so much money.
It's just
I have to get something here, and I have to get something here, and like I want to get something at 5 other places, but now I'm out of money.
so it's just like I can't give enough without one critique. But like I said,
Yeah,
that's
thank
that's it.
you.
Don't take it
It's a fair
personally.
one.
I'm not. Thank you.
You're good. You're good. All right.
Awesome. That's so
Artist
fun.
Alley. I've not been in there except for last night quickly to just figure out where the heck main events was. But I'm scared to walk in there because I know I will lose a lot of my wallet.
So I went to New York last week for my sister-in-law's wedding, which absolutely fantastic. Love my sister-in-law. And my wife was kind enough to teach me, like, hey, you can actually just put your credit card on your phone. So anytime that you jump onto the train or the subway, you just tap your phone and it charges to your credit card right away. And I was like, yeah, that's genius. It's too much power, you guys. My money's everywhere. And by that, I mean my credit card. And it's got a high enough limit to get me in enough trouble.
That is a good description. It's high enough to get me into trouble.
Yeah.
It
High
sure
enough
is.
for deep enough trouble. Yeah.
The size.
I think when it comes to like a brand new baby con, like you kind of
Yeah.
like you think about like I want all of these really great things that I love about my con, but then to quote Susie Izzard, she has a bit where she's talking about like I want to be an explorer and I want to explore new lands that no one's ever explored before. Well, you're British, so tone it down a bit. So I feel like with like I would love to see all these things. Well, you're British. It's a new con, so tone it down a bit. I think, like Cassini was saying, like there is concessions you have to make in that thinking. Like I was bummed to hear that there's no like dedicated green room, but when I look at the space, I was like, where would you put one? Outside? Like it doesn't make any sense.
Oh my gosh. I actually have like, I don't want to like shame any cons at all, but like I have some like first year con horror stories that I can tell you without like mentioning names. Like
No, drop the names.
no.
Tell you what, we could do a live dropping names, and then in post, I'll censor it.
Ooh, oh my gosh. Well, this one doesn't count. Well, because it's not like a con anymore. It was actually like
Okay.
bleeped.
Yeah.
But like, they asked me to come judge their cosplay contest for the first year, and I showed up to like come judge the contest, and they were like, "You're also running the contest," and I was like, no, "What?" So I was like just ready to like come see everybody. I was like, okay, like when are they coming to like do craftsmanship judging? And they're like, what's craftsmanship judging? And I was like, oh no, the cosplay babies. There's some people who this is their first contest. So I had to do like a very fast, we're going to steal this panel room and you're going to deal with it. And we're going to do judging in here, and then we're going to put on a show, and it's going to be fine.
Oh my gosh.
So that one was fun. It was slightly better the next,
Cole, I vaguely remember going to that one.
but it was only like a 2-year con, so it's fine.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Whew. You said that, and I was like,
So
blast
I'm
from the
like, okay,
past.
this is the bar. I think we can like try to do better than that, so that's fine.
Yeah.
We met at that one? I think so. I was in like my Madoka Magica.
Ooh. Boy, oh boy.
Gosh. Or no, I think I was in my Lelouch that year. I did the art
It
with
wasn't where I met
Lelouch.
Cannon, but I think that's where I met Mercedes.
Nice.
I feel like you made up some of those words.
No.
Oh no.
No, my Lelouch was the first one that we tried for World Cosplay Summit with.
Yeah.
We did a skit to. I don't want to. It was not my best skit, but.
I love talking about this podcast because like when I went to New York, I was meeting some of the groom's family, and one of them was like, "Well, what are you doing right now?" I was like, "Well, I'm getting ready to go to a con for one of the podcasts that I work for and I host with, and tell me all about it." And I was like, "Oh, it's a cosplay. How do you do a cosplay podcast? It's an audio medium. Like, there's a lot of like." things that you need to see. And I was like, well, we're talking about experiences and whatnot, and I get to work with these people who are like world-renowned cosplayers.
Where?
Thank you. Mercedes pointed directly at Hannah. And like, it's just one of those things where like I get to brag about how cool my friends are sometimes. Just like, okay, so there's V-Fire, and we love V-Fire because V-Fire takes my crap so well with my love for Pokemon.
Yes.
We just like give each other such a hard time sometimes. And
I roasted you at your birthday.
you did. Oh my gosh, you guys! Absolutely destroyed at my birthday party. I don't know if we talked about this yet. Have we
Yeah, I
talked
don't
about
know if everyone knows, but like the Stitch and Seam podcast, all three of us, our birthdays are in the same week.
it? Yeah.
Like in the first week of July.
David.
Oh.
Guess what I realized?
Oh no. I'm gonna get bullied again.
The Sky.
Okay.
Everybody drink.
Deborah Drake.
Everybody drink.
Yeah.
Sky's birthday
Uh-huh.
is also in July.
Oh my god.
So for my birthday, I had a PowerPoint party. I made everybody do homework to come hang out with me, and the theme was the hill I will die on.
And I immediately knew what I was gonna do.
Did you legitimately
Yes.
like immediately know?
Immediately when you said that, I was like, done.
Can anyone guess? Can anyone like?
Bulbasaur's the best canto.
Oh my god. Bulbasaur is the best Pokemon ever.
Oh my gosh. I was like surprised, but also not at all.
I was shocked. My partner Quinn also did a fantastic one that was like pre-recorded. They told me it was like 150 some odd slides at the end of
That
it.
one was very good.
It was so good.
And like,
I loved it.
They bashed on me as well. So not only did I have my best friends bashing on me, I had my partner go like, "Nah, this is a bad topic for an idea. Like, this is terrible. But we're gonna do it anyways." And mine was, I had two because it was my birthday and I get to do what I want. The first one was, "My cats are better than yours."
Which was very cute.
It was very cute. It was
Lots
just a
of
reason,
cat photos.
It was just a reason to show off my cats. And then the second one is Kingdom Hearts is peak fashion.
See,
I'm so sad. I loved
See
her
the Kingdom Hearts one though, like halfway through, and I was just like suffering from like Kingdom Hearts sewing PTSD because I'm like, I have made all of these that you're talking about, and I hated making the freaking why the zippers don't make sense. They don't even zip in
don't
places.
zip.
They don't even.
And when they do, they zip halfway down and then stop, but the zipper teeth continue on down the hook.
like-
I recognize it's a foolhardy goal.
I have made at least like 3 costumes from every Kingdom Hearts game, and I am not exaggerating. Not always for me, like, but I have made like every version of Sora. I've made like half the versions of Kairi. I have made so many organization jackets.
I believe that.
I have made like it is.
Yeah.
Oh, and also Halloween Sora, not just like Sora, but Halloween
like
Sora.
Halloween
also.
Slow Town Sora. Yeah.
And then like Valor Form Sora. And then like which one?
Dolphin Sora. All right, Pandit, I got a new challenge for you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, but yeah. So I mean, it is peak fashion, but it also I hate it.
I'm not saying I'm going to.
I'm like, yeah, it's so like I feel cool wearing it, but I'm also like I hate making it.
Panins was also Usagi from Sailor Moon.
Oh, yeah.
Deserves anyone better than Tuxedo Mask.
I love Sailor Moon. I actually like think I have opinions about Sailor Moon, but like
You do?
I know. But I was like, oh my gosh. My little like neurodivergent brain was like, I don't have a hill I will die on because I want to hear everyone's opinions about everything before I make a decision about it. So it's just like, here's my hot take.
Yeah, it was a good hot take.
Yeah.
And then, like, we all learned something new. We learned about the biking industry when it comes to Tour de France.
Oh, that's interesting.
How, like, those bicycles are not designed for peak efficiency. They're designed to just to be used and thrown away, literally, on the side of the road. That was really
sad.
fascinating.
Super sad.
But Hachi Con.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is why they pay me the podcasting bucks.
What has been your favorite experience so far?
I have really, really just enjoyed watching people I don't know or I haven't seen in the bonsai like group before, right? Because like I'm so used to the bonsai community. Shout out to the bonsai group that I have seen like here and there, but like seeing like, oh, I've never seen this person like here before. I've never seen them do a con before. So I feel like my favorite thing is like, oh, look at all these fresh faces. The kids are gonna be okay.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that I'm walking out of. Like, oh, the kids are gonna be all right.
Oh my gosh, the thing that like stuck out to me a lot is like how many people are in cosplay.
Right.
Like a lot of cons I go to, it's maybe like 50-50 because some people are just there to, you know, like buy cool stuff in Artist Alley, which
Yeah.
good for them. But like so many people in cosplay. I swear it's like 75% like cosplaying.
Excellent.
I'm just like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But also like, holy crap.
Yeah. No, I always find it funny when you're like going to the con experience and you're in cosplay and you gotta walk that block or two. And the looks that I have gotten, I am wearing my Harley Quinn and it is rather risque in like just the most like, oh, this is a lot of flesh that's showing, right? I've gotten so many looks. There was a family that I just held the door open for as they were coming in, and this just person just like gave me the up and down of like, and then they just kind of, and I was like, well, I feel fantastic, and I'm not overheating because I've got look at all this air that I've got on my skin right now.
Yeah. Smart. You made the smart choice.
Tomorrow is going to be miserable. Tomorrow
Yeah, well.
I'm premiering my guts, so.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I was gonna say, like, so a fun setup story, just speaking of like wearing cosplay in public in this area. So our bank for the convention is the one that's right across the street.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
so I was like setting up for some new cards for some of our like staffers so they could get stuff for like setting up the convention. And the guy we're talking to is like noticing that we have like anime stuff, that our organization is like Salt Lake Anime Events. And he's like, so what do y'all do? And I was like, well, we're putting together a convention. And he's like, well, when is it? And I was like, it's in 7 days. And he's like, where is it? And I'm like, it's across the street. You should come. And he's like, I might. Have you guys seen like Dungeon Meshi? And I was like, yes! Talk to me about Dungeon Meshi. So there are like hidden nerds all throughout this area. So
Hidden nerds. It's like a game.
yeah,
Yep.
it's like also like it's not across the street, but it's like a short walk from here.
Yep.
So love that. What's been your favorite, Mercedes?
I have been running around a lot.
That doesn't sound like you.
No, not at all, but like more so than normal. Cause like just trying to make sure panels are running and but like everything seems to be going fine. Like I really haven't had to do anything. I'm just like there to be like, are you guys okay? You guys good? Yes, you're good. Okay, sweet. And I just like walk away. But I think my favorite part today was being able to sit down with actually Angel and we were just nerding out over embroidery, and it was super great. We were like sharing ideas on like what we're working on for our current cosplays, and like I don't know, I just haven't been able to sit down and look at my own thing, like my own cosplay, in a long time. And even though it was like not like a ton of time that we did that, it was still so nice, and I'm really looking forward to, hopefully, cross my fingers, summer camps are over, doing that again. I do have another cosplay class coming up, so we'll see.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm excited.
I'm curious if anyone has like cosplay horror stories already. Because like I have a horror story, and it is that like the layout for this place had to change like 3 days ago, and so we had to like book it and make some changes. But it all worked out. So
That scares the crap out
that
of
was
me.
the thing that scared the crap out of me, because yeah, that was fun. But you've got one already? What's it?
All right.
Just so it's clear on the mic, ex-angel again, because apparently I talk. So I'm wearing Monkey D. Luffy today, and I wear him because he's easy and I can yell, and people don't look at me weird. They're like, oh, that's on brand, and then they just go on. So I have a straw hat that I've been making adding a little bit each con I wear it. And so today, this morning, I added a cinch so that it will stay on my head. And every time the wind has blown this hat off, it's gone forwards, where the necktie doesn't keep it in place. So, short horror story, but, you know, also trying to wrangle kids while that's happening. It's like, there's a straw hat in my
Not
face,
the
and where
hat.
are the children?
This is the very important hat.
So I was in line to get my cosplay check-in done for the cosplay contest. I'm trying not to make eye contact with one of the judges right now, and it just, but there wasn't. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, thank you. That's the hat went up and then went back down. But at one point there's just kind of this like weird like I have background knowledge that you don't kind of vibe of just like I know these people, I know what's going on, but I still want to play this 100% as like by the book, right?
Right.
And so there's one point where they were talking about like I'm gonna submit an beginner class because like I'm really scared of intermediate. Like I've been told that I might be good at like intermediate, but that's like at your comfort level from some like I don't remember what con. I think it was Isekai that they were saying that. And so it's like I want to do like a few more beginner, and especially for like a small con like this. And then like yeah, but what if I do such a good job that they bump me up to intermediate? And I was like, we just talked about this on the podcast. Oh my god! So it's just like really fun to like watch these people of like having these concerns and me knowing like how our community, our group of people, our friends, our volunteers are going to react in that.
That's
it just kind of
awesome.
gives me this like sense of security. It's not quite a horror story. It's more of a cosplay happy story.
Aw.
Oh my gosh, I have to shout out. I don't know if y'all have been in this same room earlier when the Maid Cafe was in here.
I was not.
Shout out to Otaku Dreams Maid Cafe because they're amazing.
We should
But
get them on. I
we
was thinking about
should.
this.
No,
I'm like,
they're
we
so
need them
fantastic.
on as a guest.
And they like have all these improv actors who like play a character in the cafe, and they'll just like sit and chat with you, and you get to have like some fun snacks and drinks and like
It's like Orem
and they
High
do,
School
like,
Host Club.
activities. Like I've actually been to a couple maid cafes when I was in Japan when I was doing my study abroad, and it's actually a very close experience.
Wow.
Which I thought was really fun, but they tried to be like, well, you are the runner of the convention. We can't make you pay for anything. And I was like, joke's on you, I have cash. And I just speaking of like, you got to do it by the rules. I'm like, no, you have to be paid for your beautiful services. So they're very cute, and you should try to go tomorrow if you can. Yeah.
A small thing that I started doing in this con, I was doing my foam smithing panel, and it's really just off the cuff. Like here's what you need to know, the basics of it. And every now and again, I would kind of give them a quiz of like, if you're cutting your foam, you want to use what kind of knife? And somebody was like, a sharp one. And I was like, 100 crest points for you. And I was like, I don't know what these crest points do, but I'm assigning them willy-nilly.
You had a really good group for that. That was awesome.
That was a really fantastic group.
Nice.
Like
That's awesome.
the people that are showing up are not just like being here physically, but they're showing up and participating.
Yeah.
And that's insane. I don't know if it's just like the region or if it's how new it is, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, in addition to like there being an abundance of cosplay here, it's all like really cool to see like how detailed and how much work has gone in, and like some of these are like characters I have no idea who they are, but I'm like, I need to find out more about this piece of media because what is this cool costume?
yeah. I still think every time that I see some of these people, like who I have seen time and time again, it's like, oh, you're a completely different person now. You're in a new cosplay. I have no idea who this person is. Jazzy and Dustin walked in, and I was like, who are you? They're my friends. Okay, hi. I played with them like every month, and it was just like, no, it's not Click and Friend. I don't get it.
They're not sitting in front of pets. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, they're not at my
talking
table.
in like silly voices.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear my horror story today?
Yes.
So, I get up early, and
First mistake,
yes. This is the last week of summer camps. So I get up early, I get to work, and the morning camp is actually run by one of my coworkers, but it's the last day of camp. They have to finish making their films and editing them. They made puppets, like actual Muppet puppets.
Oh, that's adorable.
It was super cool. They're really cool. If anyone wants to, that's here, I will show you pictures. I'm so proud of my students.
They're so cute. Like I got to give a lecture with them, and like afterwards I was just like, I have so much hope for the future generations. They are so good.
You came in for the cosplay class. This is a summer camp. This is
Oh my
younger,
God.
tiny, screaming children. Not all scream. Well, okay. I was gonna defend the screaming, but then I realized that like almost all of their movies had screaming in it. So there was one where there were two monster characters. It was very cute.
gosh.
Two monster characters that were like having the best day ever, and then they were drinking their cheese tea, which I'm like. But what if? Anyways, drinking their cheese
Velveeta.
tea, and then they went to go to the kitchen to go get something to have with their cheese tea, and there was a human. And it's the most hilarious, like, sequence of them being chased, but there's lots of screaming. So, yes, these kids were screaming, literally, for their camp.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so I had to be in early to help them be able to finish their movies, and there were some kids who were already done with their movies. In the afternoon, they would be making games with me, so I was helping them finish those who were done with their movies. I was like, let's finish your games, but also like they're making perler bead pixel art of their characters for their games, and I tricked them into doing game documentation. They made game manuals. I'm so proud of that, and it worked.
So fun.
It was great. But yeah, so I was doing all that, and then I'm getting ready to come over to the convention because I needed to drop off some things for my volunteers, and I start getting phone call after phone call from Sadie, from Pannon, being like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "I'm literally on my way." So I'm like booking into the convention, which is like 10 minutes from my work, thank goodness. Get over to the convention and take care of, getting my volunteers up to date, messaging Sadie that she's up to date, and then booking it back to my work,
Oh my gosh.
making sure I grab lunch because I teach the afternoon part, and the morning teacher was originally going to help me out, but turns out they had a thing come up, so they had to take off. So I was like, all right, I got this. My kids can finish making their games, which they did. I'm very proud of them. I'm so proud of them. They made such great games. One's called The Game. They're very creative.
Did they immediately lose it because they thought about it?
They just the all in caps the game, so it's
The
different
game.
than
The
yes,
game.
you all
And
just
now I have
lost.
just
but,
lost. Thank you.
yes, you've all
Thank
just
you.
lost. So, but yeah,
Rip to our listeners online.
I have them watch all their movies. I was going to do popcorn, but I couldn't find the popcorn, but we had extra snacks, so they all got extra bonus snacks for camp. They got to watch all their movies, and like 2 minutes before the end of camp, they were done watching those. I packed up all my stuff, and I booked it to the convention.
You got to shout out to the artists that
Oh,
contributed.
yes. So other class that I taught, I teach a lot of classes at my new work. I say new, but it's like already almost been a year, and it's crazy. Yeah, shout out to Spy Hop's Design Apprenticeship for the summer. They made all of the art that ended up on our signage here and a couple other places. I'm so proud of
Yeah,
them.
the art you guys see in like the different areas, the different rooms and stuff that are like art show, quiet lounge. That was all done by Mercedes' students.
Yeah,
it's so cute. You can actually see them in the art show if you want to see the like prints and
Yes,
stuff.
ages 15 to 19.
They're so good.
yeah.
I was like, I wish I was that good. I was like, holy cow.
They are amazing. Some of them start drawing. I'm like, oh, I need to practice again.
Yeah.
It's cute little Madoka Hachi.
Yes,
Shiba.
I had to use the
cute.
Madoka Hachi on our panel edges. They're so cute. But yeah, so I made it here, and I've just been kind of going nonstop, except for when I had my 2-hour cause planning panel, and Alex and I got to hang out. It was great.
Nice.
So yeah, it's kind of less of a horror story, more of a like panic back and forth, and
fair.
having to switch gears of like talking to adults and then talking to children, and then going back to talking to adults.
But we got like close to 10 more minutes that we can share horror stories if we want to.
Yeah. Any more?
It doesn't have to be this weekend, but we
Yeah.
love sharing horror stories if any of y'all want to get up on mic. Come on up. We gotta get you on the mic.
Microphone.
Gotta record this for posterity. Is it from this weekend? Yes. No, I want the tea.
Hello, Summoner Doormat.
Hi.
Oh wait, no wait, it's
strawberry milk now.
Strawberry milk.
That's right.
That's
I did
right.
a name change.
I forgot. I'm so sorry.
So, hi, I'm Louise, also known as Strawberry Milk.
Strawberry.
Formerly Summoner Doormat.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
now I don't have to censor out what Mercedes
Yes,
said.
there you go. Yes. Yeah, it's just a big.
Yeah.
Less work for
Yeah,
David.
no. So I run the manga library, also the Quiet Room. So while I was in there, I was noticing a huge influx of children and not a whole lot of adults.
Oh no.
And I realized, to my horror, oh no, have I become a daycare?
The way you said that, I'm gonna cut that to pieces. Have I become a daycare?
Oh no, have I become a daycare?
I'm gonna play the beginning of every episode now.
Yeah, so like very, very small thing, but like the children were amazing. They helped us clean up. They colored a lot of pictures that I put up on the wall. They were very sweet. They were always the first ones to go shh when someone was loud. So they were actually very sweet. It's the parents that I'm wagging my finger at that I'm like, what are you doing? Just leaving for hours on end.
But
not daycare.
what a responsible group of kids.
Yes. So
Ex-Angel was not one of those parents.
Ex-Angel was not. She was with her children the entire time, and it was fantastic. But yeah, that's my very small horror story from this weekend.
Oh, that's also really cute.
That was cute. You
I
have become a daycare. There we go.
I have such high hopes for our future. Like, these kids are
gosh.
great.
They're such good kids.
All right, this
Scott.
is my panel warning. We've got 4 minutes
Oh
to
my
the
god,
end.
4 minutes.
So
Anyone else want to share a
I
story?
did my
We got
job
time
as
for
a
like one more.
panel runner.
Any other clever
That's my
anecdotes?
horror story.
Haikus?
Haikus. Ooh. Ooh, don't fall over.
Please don't hurt yourself.
Us.
Okay, so I can say, well, first off, I'm super excited to judge the contest this year. Like, I feel like there's a lot of pressure.
You're telling me.
Because, well, there's a lot of, this is a competition where there's supposedly a lot of, like, this is their very first competition, so it's just like, oh, I hope I can, like, help contribute to, like, for it being a great competition for them. So anyway, aside from that, though, I'm more excited for my dog to be a special judge. Well, that got an applause. Yeah, but I'm really excited for my dog. That's it.
Oh,
Thank you,
that's
Oz.
cute.
Yay!
Your dog too.
I think that's one of the, like, my favorite thing about the like smallness of this con is that like everybody feels like they have a chance to shine in some way or another. Just like everybody I know who is active and ready and wanting to be a participant has the opportunity to step up, volunteer, be a runner, help run panels, start the con, and everything in between. So like I think that's just like when it feels so. When you pitched this, Pan, and I was like, yes, I'm all on board. And then my life started falling apart with my health, and I was like, I can't be on board. I gotta bow out. And watching it grow has been just like so awe-inspiring because it felt so nebulous and so unformed.
What's happening?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's just like, okay, well, we've got this piece planned, and we've got this piece planned, and now I get to see all my friends, and I get to see them excel and do the thing that they love, and I get to be with them in an environment that is so ready to take everybody in, right?
Nice.
So it's my true favorite thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, if y'all do get a horror story this weekend and want to share it, we would love to have it on the show because it would be so funny. And you can send those to us. First is our email, cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com, or
Or the website, there's a form you can fill out, cosplaystitchandseam.com, or
Go to the Facebook page! Yeah! While you're on the Facebook page, tell us what you're working on. We would love to see it. Join our fantastic community. We have some really great memes on there every now and again. And while you're on the internet, if you want to support the show, there are many ways, different ways that you can do that. Share the podcast with a friend is the freest way. You can also just leave us a review on your podcasting app of choice. Any of those is super, super duper helpful. For this last part, I'm going to need some help from the audience. If you've listened to the podcast before, you know that we have to call out a certain name at the very end of this. So I'm letting you know you're going to have a cue here in a second. The cue is Silver Deeds, or you're all going to shout Silver Deeds. Excuse me. But you'll know when it happens. And for and if you want to support the show financially, help pay for the lights, help pay for the equipment that we have to use. I had to just buy brand new cables because some of them died as I was testing them. So we used that money to go back into the podcast, just like the con. And some of the amazing people that we need to thank on our Patreon are Rain Mice, Misty Lee, Jack S, Cynthia Eve, Cosplay, Star Fetcher, Croft Cause, Lydia, Yggdrasil, Dr. Steady, Dr. Steggy, Cynics, Jazzy Kofed, Jaguar Quinn, Gloria Shu, and Silver Needs!
so good. So actually, I have one last thing. Did you guys see some of the crocheted dice bags in the art show?
Yeah.
They're so detailed. You could say they really get into the nitty gritty. Bye, guys.
Bye!